Hey guys, a couple of weeks ago I made a video of myself talking and walking out and about in the world, and you guys seem to really like it, so I've decided to make another one. So what I'm going to talk about today is I made a post on a feminist Reddit group. I wasn't writing an abrasive post, I was writing a question to the group to try to find out what their take was on certain things that I thought were dangerous to men. To see how they'd react. And as it turns out, I'm going to admit, and you guys aren't going to be very surprised, I was kind of disappointed with the responses that I was getting. So I'm going to talk about that today. Alright, so there's a Reddit group that I've been following for a while. It's called Ask Feminists. And it's a space for women or men or anyone who wants to ask a question of feminists in general. Yeah, questions about the feminist movement, about their thoughts on certain topics. So I thought it was a good opportunity to write a post, and in this post, I'll link to it in the comments below if you'd like to see what I wrote it like exactly. But what I did was I pointed out that I think there's a danger for men when women try to use shame as a way to correct men's behavior. So when we use terms like toxic masculinity, for example, it can easily leave men feeling ashamed, feeling a sense of shame. And women often try to attack men, like in the Me Too movement, they try to attack men rather than correct men's behavior. And when we feel attacked, when anyone feels ashamed, it's hard to correct their behavior. Anyway, I made this post, and I think it was a very friendly post, if you ask me, but have a look for yourselves. And I was really saddened by the amount of personal attacks on me, condescension in the speech about men in general, making fun of me or making fun of men. It was really quite toxic, to say the least. And I know that many of you won't be surprised, but I had been hoping for a little bit better. And so I was kind of almost ready to give up and just make a video talking about how disappointed I was in this whole thing, when one woman actually took the time to write a really great response to my initial question. And so her response was that she could understand what I was saying. It made a lot of sense. And what she felt that the other women were going through in herself as well as a woman is that if you're feeling suppressed by men, if you're feeling victimized by men, which a lot of women do, especially as you can imagine, a lot of women in feminist groups are often there because they've felt victimized, then it's really hard to ask them. It's probably too much to ask someone who feels heavily victimized to be empathic towards men. It's a bit too much to ask. And it's a little bit like someone's got their foot on your throat and they're saying they'll take it off when you say please more nicely. And I kind of understand that reference because that seems fair enough. You know, if I think about men who felt really harshly judged or criticized or wronged by women or toxic femininity in their lives, it'd be too much to ask them not to feel a little bit judgmental and not to make them want to make women feel ashamed, because when we feel attacked and victimized, that's one of the things that we do as humans.
Hey guys, just to interject for a second because I was literally cutting up the video right now and I wanted to put in a piece, like a screen grab of that response, that really high quality response that woman gave me, and it's been removed by a moderator, which was kind of wild because like this woman wasn't saying anything like that women should dislike. She was just being friendly and empathic with me, and that absolutely blows my mind. So yeah, that just adds to this whole what the heck is going on here vibe. Anyway, on the video.
The difficulty is that I feel disappointed in the group. I feel like I was hoping that a group of feminists, some would be angry and mean, but many would be really open and rational and open to conversation, because I wasn't being rude or, you know, smarmy or sleazy in any way when I asked the question. I was very genuine. And I think I can clearly see why men feel like feminists aren't going to listen to them. I can clearly see why so many men are feeling like, why would I engage with this group? This group doesn't feel like they give a shit about me. And I get it, because I think there's too much pain against men in groups like this. I'm sure not with everyone in the group, but with a lot of them. And so this is sad, because what we have a group of men, not all men, let's say 30 or 40% of men, a lot of you men watching, who feel you've been attacked, right? You've had a really bad experience of women in your lives. And I've had some bad experiences, but I've also had, a lot of good experiences in my life. And that's kind of balanced things out for me. But I know a lot of men haven't had that good fortune. And as a result, it's very hard for you to feel any empathy for women's struggles or women's pain. And why should you? Because you as well have suffered so much at the hands of women. And so we kind of have this problem, have this issue where we have a good percentage of women, I don't know what it is, but we have a good percentage of women who have been victimized in one way or another by men in their lives. And we have a good percentage of men who have been victimized by women in their lives. And neither party is really able to give compassion to the other side because they're busy feeling hurt. And it would be unreasonable to expect them to, without the other side first giving them support. So it feels like there's a stalemate between the genders, I think, to a large degree. Women don't want to support men when they're hurt, men don't want to support women when they're hurt. What's the solution? I'm not sure, and I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to make this video while it was all still fresh in my head. So right now, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys, and ladies, if you're watching, my thoughts are maybe that the solution is men need to stop looking to women to fix their pain, the ways that they've suffered, and women need to stop looking to men to fix it. Maybe more men like myself and others need to step up and provide compassion and emotional support and care and a loving, friendly ear to what other men have been through and help them grow and recover from what they've suffered with. And I think the same probably then needs to be said, or definitely would need to be said for women. I think maybe women need to stop looking to men to fix this problem that's going on for them. I think there's a lot of looking to men to fix these wounds that other men have caused, and I think that's just as unreasonable. For the same reasons as that lady in the Reddit post pointed out to me. So yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that's the solution. We need to stop looking to women to fix this. And not in the angry red pill way of, well, women won't give a damn, so we just have to look after ourselves. Kind of more in the men need to take responsibility and help each other, and women need to take responsibility and help each other, and realize that the men are hurting themselves and are unable to support, and for men to realize the women are hurting themselves and are unable to support. And that's what I'm feeling right now. I genuinely want a world in which there's not so much pain and resentment, and so not so much pain and resentment, and the genders are not fighting against each other. I'm feeling a little bit sick of the men versus women thing. I just see a bunch of people in pain, kind of they've been hurt by members of the opposite sex, and so they're just angry at the opposite sex in general, and I'd like to be part of the solution and not the problem. So if there's any thoughts on my experience here, go ahead and read the thread. I'll put it down in the comments below. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these, where I'm talking freely, it's less structured, and maybe it's boring, and if so, just let me know. But yeah, I'll do more of these if you guys are liking them. Otherwise, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos.